Alright, hello and good morning everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal with our Gen 2 type challenge of Normal type, our third Normal type team. We are here in Azalea Town, ready to go take on Bugsy's gym for the start of this episode, so we are excited about that. Happy Wednesday to everybody. So here we go, taking off against Spinarak first. We got our Togetic up front. We're going to Swift the Spinarak. Looks like it'll take another Swift to take it down. It does scary face us. Into a Poison Sting. Into Poison. Of course, on the only attack it gets off, we're going to just swap over to Clefairy here and pound down on this ladybug. So we'll get rid of the poison. The one attack it gets off. Ridiculous. Looking to get a good amount of this playthrough done today. I did fudge a little something on my time when setting it up today. So this emulator makes me like reset the time like every time I get into the save file for some reason. But anywho's, within the game it is now currently Sunday. So we can pick up Return whenever we're in Goldenrod. So I do admit I did do that. And I think we're going to teach Return to probably Girafarig. I'll give it a really good normal type attack, because Miltank's going to learn Body Slam. Oh my god, 2 Poison Stings, 2 Poisons, 10% chance my butt. Alright, let's swap up Clefairy. We are paralyzed, but Clefairy manages to pound down the Paris. We're just gonna heal after every fight. All the status effects. I refuse to be poisoned, paralyzed, any of that junk. Just get through a couple of these. Oh, I meant to switch and then it didn't. Good critical hit Swift there. Want to just get through a few of these fights. Alright, Togetic levels up to 17. We're gonna start off with Clefairy up front against Bugsy, but here we go. Just gonna pound through Metapod. One more should do it, unless it hardens, which it didn't. Good deal. Alright, we're going to swap here to Girafarig for Kakuna. So while leveling up outside of here, Miltank did learn Stomp. So we do have Stomp already on Miltank, which is very nice. Scyther coming next. We're going to swap to said Miltank. And 2 stomps and the Scyther's down, because Miltank is a tank. What a tank. Alright, let's swap up Girafarig for our rival fight. Hey, there's some answer. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Alright, let's confuse through this Zubat as well. Good, just painting your fingernails and typing? Nice! Well, I'm glad that you're here to join us on some Pokemon shenanigans. Quillava coming out next. We're going to swap over to our Tanky Miltank. We're about to go show Whitney why our Clefairy and Miltank is better than hers. Stomp. Good flinch. Alright, let's get past this talking. Through the Ilex Forest we go. Let's go get this Farfetch'd. Speed up while we move it around. 2 Mews? You're cheating. Gasp. Yep, we always have 2 Mews on the teams just to teach the HMs too, so we don't have to teach it to any of our Pokemon on our team that we're using type-wise. So the Mews are our HM pokes. And we're gonna go ahead and teach Cut to one of them right now. Oops. Want to go get Headbutt. Now, 2 of the Pokemon on our team are going to be more special oriented, so really we only need Headbutt for Miltank because we're about to go get Return for Girafarig. But we'll teach Headbutt in place of Tackle. Tackle is junk. Wish we had some repels. Alright, let's just speed through this trainer because he is lickety-split easy. Alright, that puts the whole team up to 17. very nice. Let's get Sweet Sit here for us to sell. Alright, so we're going to switch up Clefairy here. Alright. So when we get to Goldenrod, we'll get the Elemental Punches for Clefairy. Togetic is our other big special attacker, but it's going to have big special attacks that we're not going to get until later. So we'll just let Togetic kind of lag a little bit, but I'm not going to spend extra money on stuff if I don't have to. Sandshrew. Sandshrews got a lot of defense. It'll take a few pounds to get it down. Unless we critical hit it like that. We'll just keep getting Clefairy up. Fails the leer. Alright, one more Spearow. I am still worried about... Okay, well the team just decided to freak out for a little bit. I'm still really worried about Whitney's Miltank. Come on, Tracker. You can do it. Just because of it knowing Rollout and Milk Drink. Pound through Snubble. Good critical hit. It'll use a berry to heal here. Just gonna pound it some more. Swap up Togetic. So we will have our Clefable after we beat Morty, because that's the soonest that we can go get a Moonstone. Does growl us. Alright, there we go. So remember, our slowest leveler on our team is Miltank, so that'll be the biggest speed bump in getting ready for Whitney. But at least Miltank is very strong. So it'll speed through its fights at least. Alright, let's take out this last trainer. heal up here. We're gonna get up to the TM counter. Excuse me. Okay. So Girafarig will eventually get its happiness way up, just like everybody else. I think we're gonna keep seeing. Okay. So get the bike. Still get the radio. Alright, let's go into the underground path. Good deal, Miltank. Alright, so let's swap Thunder Punch down there. Get the last little experience that Miltank needs to level up, go back to Clefairy, and Fire Puncture the rest of the Magnemites. And then we'll swap over to Girafarig. Get it a haircut. Get the coin case. Not sure we're doing with return right now. About half. Confused through the Grimers. And trainers are done. Now we have the grass training up to level 20 that we do here. So hold on to your seats, boys. Keep knocking through him, Girafarig. And that should be Girafarig up to level 20. Trying to learn agility. What's our other attack we know? Growl? We'll get rid of Growl for agility. Swap you for Clefairy. All the Rattatas. Very trying to learn minimize. We're gonna pass. Fix yourself, tracker. Thank you. Not quite enough to get down the Abra. So we can take out the Abras pretty easy as long as we can hit the Sing. Alright, time for Togetic. We just swift everything. Good thing Togetic is a fast leveler. We will have to go heal, though, just to get our Swifts back. Unless I do the metronome roll. Let's just go heal. Alright. Almost there. Alright, that'll level up Togetic to level 20. And then we just have Miltank here. It's nice to know we're fast enough to get the Abras. We're gonna headbutt till we're out of headbutts, and then we'll switch to Stomp. Miltank is trying to learn Milk Drink, absolutely. Alright, now we're going to swap to Stomps. Switch it up front just to prevent us from having to move down every fight. If I could just spam that button. This is like the worst bit of grass training we always do. I say that like all the time. And apart from what we do in front of red, but our team is max level at that point. Okay. We are ready to go take on Whitney's gym. And so we're going to start off with Togetic up front, methinks. Swift. Just do the same thing to the second one here. It might take 2 to take down this trip, though. Let's get 2 quick attacks in. Alright. We'll just keep Togetic up to start off against the Meowths. Try a metronome. Flamethrower is pretty good. We'll swap the Clefairy here for this Meowth. Couple of slashes. Alright, let's swap Girafarig up. Stomp. Oh, he's so scary. Good job, Girafarig. Stomp some Jigglypuffs. We're gonna let Miltank take on this last one with a headbutt. Alright, so let's just milk drink. Oh, that takes some of Miltank's. Okay, yeah. Let's go heal. Alright, we need to swap Clefairy up front, because we're going to try to do Clefairy v Clefairy, and Miltank versus Miltank. Alright, here we go. Excellent. That was a short sleep. Not nice. Oh, I tried to use Belly Drum. Well, good thing I missed on that. Maximize its attack. That would have been a little scary. Alright, let's drop our own Miltank here. We go first, very nice. So it is starting the rollout train, so we need a flinch. There it is. Ours does just seem faster, which I think gives us the major edge here. Good flinch again. Miltank for the win. Wasn't even tough. Alright, let's swap up Togetic. It's close to leveling up here, so... Easy peasy. Good critical hit, Swift. Sand attack doesn't matter. Swift still hits. Meryl coming out next. We'll swap over to Clefairy. Almost got it with a single Thunder Punch. That's not what I wanted. Headbutt. Swap Clefairy back up for this next fight. Did you not figure it out whenever I showed you the team? Come on, fix that. Thank you. Swap to Girafarig. Fight the Magmar trainer. Good deal. Then we'll swap Girafarig up for the Voltorb trainer. Puts everybody at 21. Fire Punch the Venonat. Almost got it with a single Fire Punch. We need to talk to the girl up here to get her to go back home. Alright, now we'll go take on the Bird Keeper down here once we get past the wild encounters. Thank you. Thunder Punch! And we get Rollout, which we are going to teach to Miltank in place of Stomp. Ah, Yanma. Must be a swarm right now. We still have another playthrough to do with that bad Pokemon. We haven't seen it since the first one. I need to get that water bottle. let's swap Togetic up. Oddish down. Cubone down. We'll come back up for the Raichu in a sec. Oddish down. Stomp on the orb. Let's let Miltank take on the Raichu. Two chonky boys. Girls. Boy and a girl. Only thing is Miltank is a destroyer. Got a paralyze heal, go get dig. No, I don't think anybody can learn dig. Nope. Headbutt some psychic Pokemon. Swap up Clefairy for this Tangela. Good deal. And then we'll see about Girafarig taking on Sudowoodo. Fix yourself. We still didn't do it. Come on. Look, this is Clefairy. Thank you. Alright, we got a Rock Smash there. Just more money for us. Have our conversation with Bill. We're gonna hop over in here, sell some TMs, and buy some awakenings that we need for Morty. Alright, let's go take on the Kimono Sisters. Let's see. We'll start with Miltank. And take on the Umbreon. Alright. We'll also let Umbreon take on Jolteon here. Faster than a Jolteon, no way. Let's swap to Clefairy. Thunder. So we got a sand attack and a tail whip. Doesn't matter. And just to let everybody get a little experience, we're going to see about Togetic taking on Espeon, since it's got a lot of special defense. Alright, one more Swift should do it. We're gonna let Togetic also take on Flareon, because Girafarig's better for our rival fight coming up. So it's good for Togetic to get the experience here. Alright. And then we'll swap up Girafarig. Let's get Surf. Interestingly enough, Miltank could learn Surf. We're not going to teach it to Miltank. Excuse me. Oh, that was gross. Rival fight time. Starts off with Haunter. Confusion. Uses Curse next. Alright, we're gonna swap from Magnemite over to Clefairy. Fire Punch. Does survive. Gets a Sonic Boom off for 20 damage. Another Fire Punch will take it out. Zubat coming out next. We'll swap back to Girafarig. Confusion. And then we'll swap the Miltank here for Quilava. Tries the smoke screen and fails. Alright, we get the legendary dogs to go. Talk to Usin, and he's like, oh my gosh, Suicune! Suicune! And then we level up to 25 on everybody. The coughings make it go a lot faster. The only problem is they have a chance to poison us. Alright, so that's one down. We'll swap over to Miltank. Alright, well there's 24. Maybe what I'll do is I'll swap. We'll go heal to finish out Miltank. And that's why we Ice Punch. To try to get that freeze. There's the poison gas. Let's get the level up here if we can. Good critical hit on that coughing. Let's finish out Miltank. Alright, and then we just have Togetic to get up. Swap him. Thank you. Alright, let's see how much we can get off this poison before we need to go back and heal. Gets us up to 24, that should be good. And there's a poison again. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Oh my goodness. One more fight, come on. Preferably before we like go down to poison. We are not gonna learn Encore. Greetings from the Netherlands. Well, thank you, Black Dragon Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome to the stream. Sadly, we're going to be hopping off here in just a sec because I have a work meeting coming up in just a couple meetings, or a couple minutes, so sorry for that. But we will be on back later today with more Pokemon if you want to drop a follow and see when we come back online later. I appreciate you hopping in. But as I said, we are going to end the episode here as we just get to level 25 because I do have a work meeting coming up. How much later? Like half an hour to an hour. I think I would say probably an hour. An hour is probably safe. So we'll be back on in an hour with more Pokemon. So, hope you all did enjoy the stream this morning. Like I said, look out for us to come back online. You have to clean up the YouTube notifications. Gotcha. Well, you go do that, and hopefully we'll see you back later. So, thank you all for joining in this morning, and we'll see you next time.